Hello guys, welcome back to another trading video. In today's video I'll be showing you another great strategy on today's video, and this is actually another great scalping strategy, and this actually works great with 15-minute time frame. All right, so we're doing this on 15 minutes time frame, and of course we are doing this on a candle. All right, don't forget that. So over here we have a couple of indicators. Like we have a couple of indicators which I'm going to be revealing to you real quick. So right here we are using YouTube board in two places, and of course we're using STC indicator, and I'm going to show you this in a moment. So over here, for you to put up this indicator, just come over here on the indicator part, come here on the technical here, and you write UT board. So when you write YouTube board, you're going to choose this particular one here by your Drillalian. All right, so this is the one we're going to choose here. So when you click it, the first one we're going to take is this one right here, and you're going to click the setting. All right, so on the setting part right here on the input, we're using this to be on 2. The key value right here should be 2, while the ATR period right here should be 1. All right, so on the start part here, you need to come over here on the buy part here and actually take it. It's going to be taked. Make sure you untake it. So make sure you untake that buy. So that's the only thing you have to change here. So when you're done, you hit save. So the second indicator is another what's it called, another YouTube board. All right, another YouTube board. Like I've showed you how to actually put it up. Just come over here and you can put write YouTube board again, and this is the one we are using right here, YouTube board by so YouTube board right here. So this is the one we're using here, YouTube board by your Adrelian, right? So make sure you put that one up again. And the second YouTube board is the setting. So over here on the input part, we're using it as a 2, or the key value right here is 2, while the ATR period right here is 300. All right, so over here on the start, make sure that you actually untake the sell, what's it called, take here. Make sure you untake it. You know, the other time we actually untake the first one, but this second one here, we need to untake, what's it called, the sell part here. So when you're done, you hit OK. So that's pretty much all you have to set up with this. As you can see, we have sell here and we have buy here. So let's make sure that you are using the two. Make sure you work with the settings and untake the buy and the sell, or else on the 2 indicators. So the other one here is actually ST, and you can actually put it up. Just go over here on the indicator on the technical part. Always make sure you write STC, and we're using the one right here, which is STC indicator, a beta MAC. So this is one we are using right here. So just click it and you're going to put it up. So over here on the setting is actually pretty much simple as well. So over here we're actually using this on the input of 80. The length should be 80, the fast length should be 27, the slow length should be 50, while the AAA should be 0.5. So on the start part here, I actually did a couple of changes over here on this color plot here. All right, on this plot here, this color plot here, just take it. When you take it, it's going to have it in a very gray line. Make sure you use it on green. It must be on green color, and make sure you actually, the opacity here should be fully dragged until you reach 100%. All right, the first plot here should be green. All right, so when you're done, you hit save. That's pretty much it. The second plot here should be red. All right, don't forget that. Make sure you're using red on the second plot, and of course make sure the opacity too should be dragged till you hit 100% of the opacity, and that's pretty much all you have to do. After you've done that, just go ahead and click OK. Then you are good to go. So this is the strategy we'll be using on today's video. And like I said, we're using this on 15 minute. All right, so we're using this on 15 minute, and I'm going to show you how very effective this strategy is. All right, so what we're just looking at with this strategy is to always make sure that we enter a trade when we have a better moment. All right, so for example, if we're going for a buy trade, we must have a signal of buy with our YouTube board buy signal. So our buy signal must indicate, and of course we must have our line here to be in the oversold position going up in the market before we go ahead and take buy, and it must actually change to green. All right, it must actually change to green going up on the trend. It must actually be in the very strong and oversold position going up on the trend before we go ahead and take buy. So when we have the indication of buy, and that is happening with our STC, then we can go ahead and take a buy. The same thing happening if we're going for a sell. All right, something happening if we're going for a sell. We must actually get our sell signal indicate. For example, this particular one here, as you can see, our sell signal must indicate, and our STC line must be in the overbought position. The other time we need to have it in the oversold position, the downline here. But when it's coming to this part, we need to have our STC line in the overbought position above this red line here, this upper red line here, and the line, your STC line here must actually change to red. See it coming down on the trend before you enter a trade. So when you get the signal, and this is actually changed to red, coming down on the trend, the overbought position, we can actually enter a trade for a sell. All right, so that's pretty much it. So guys, I'm still going to show you real quick. I just want to explain what you need to say. So right now, I'll be finding a moment. So when I get a good moment, I'm going to show you the very good best entry of what you need to see before you enter a trade. All right. Okay guys, so this is actually a very great moment. As you can see right here, we actually have a very we have a signal, we have a sell signal right here, and if you actually check our STC, you can see that our STC is actually very strong in the overbought line. Not only that, the color actually really changed to red, and you can see it's actually coming down on the trend. This is actually a very great moment to actually go for a sell trade. So I'm actually grab my tool right here real quick. So of course, I'm going for a short trade here. So like I used to say, always make sure that your take profit is always above what's it called, the length where the signal in this strategy. Always make sure that your stop loss is always above where the signal indicates to go down. All right, so it's always above it, and make sure that your take profit is times 2. What's it called? Your take profit is times 2 of your stop loss. All right, it's always times 2 of it. Right, this is a very good one too. So over here, let's see how this trade is going to play out real quick. Okay, right here, we actually hit our take profit in this point. All right, we actually hit our take profit in this point with this trade. As you can see, this is actually a very strong indication. But let's keep seeing, let's keep check if it's still going to go down the more, so that we can see the perfect entry with this part. Okay, it never really go down, but over here we actually hit our take profit. Like, do not actually what's it called, the indication is always that, always make sure that this is actually a very great scalping strategy, and we're actually doing this in a very short period of time. Like I used to say, always make sure that you're always checking your chart to see when the market reverses, even though you haven't really hit your take profit, because over here it seems to be reversing. All right, but let's keep checking again if it's still going to come down the more. Okay, it actually does. As you can see over here, it actually break the path, so we still hit our take profit even though we go down the more, right? Even though we actually set our take profit the more, we actually hit it right here, right? So always make sure that you do check your take profit. What's it called? You do check your chart to see if there's a reversal. So if there is any strong reversal, you can quickly close your trade to be in the profit before it actually reversed on you. All right, this is actually a very good entry. So guys, let's actually check another one real quick so that you can see the effectiveness of this strategy. All right, okay guys, so over here is another great this is actually a very perfect moment. As you can see, our set signal actually indicate here in a very strong resistance level, and over here you can see that the indication of our STC is very obvious. As you can see, it actually was very strong in the overbought line here, and it was very dropping on the trend. This is actually a very perfect moment if you see something like this on the trend. So guys, let's actually see if it's going to be a good one again. Let us check out, go for a short here. So like I said, always make sure that you have your stop loss at the top, what's it called, at the top or at above of your sell signal. Alright, it's very important. Let's make sure that your stop loss is always above it, because when the signal indicates, it's very rare for it to actually overcome the indications. All right, because each time it indicates, you can see each time it indicates, it was very hard for what's it called, to market to pull over above this sell signal. So that's the reason why you usually have to place your sell signal and what's it called, your stop loss above the sell signal. So like I said, let's make sure that you're having a very great what's it called, at least what's it called, double your take profit should be ×2 of your stop loss, right? So I think we actually have a great moment here, guys. Let's see how this trade is going to play out again. A very good one there, guys. We actually hit our take profit right here. As you can see, this is actually a perfect moment. So right now I'll be giving you 2 more examples. So this time around I'm going to do it with gold. So let's actually see how if you're going to find a good moment with gold. Let me show you the example real quick. All right. Okay, guys. So over here, I find a very strong moment for our what's it called, an uptrend. As you can see, our buy signal actually indicate right here. And if you actually check our STC, we have a very strong uptrend signal. It was very strong. It right there in the oversold position. As you can see, it changed color to green, and it's actually heading up on the market. So right here, let's actually try this trade out and see what's it called, if you're gonna have a good moment with this. And as you can see, we actually get it. It was actually right there in a very strong support level. So right here, I'm going to actually take my profit very well because I'm so certain that the market will go up. So right here, let's actually place our take profit, our stop loss below. Like I said, always make sure that you have your stop loss below. Either if you are going for a buy, make sure you have your profit below the signal indication. If you are going for a sell, make sure you have your stop loss above it. It's very important. All right, this is actually a good one here. Let me actually take this one up a little bit. So guys, let's actually see how this trade is going to play out. All right. Okay, over here, we don't really actually hit our take profit. This is where the market actually reverse. All right. So like I said, always make sure that you're always on your chart. And if the market reverses, actually a very strong reverse, as you can see, the indication actually indicate sell here. So when this happens in the chart, always make sure that you are always right there to pull out of the trade. All right. If I actually see this on my chart, I'm definitely going to go back and take out, what's it called, close my trade manually, even though if I haven't hit my take profit. All right. It's very important. So guys, another good one here. I think I'll be doing one more. So let's actually find another good moment with current within forex. Let's go back to forex, check another great currency. Let me do this on USD. So guys, I'll be finding a good moment. So when I get another good moment, I'll come down and take a trade. I'm going to show you again. Okay guys, this is another grade for a downtrend. As you can see, we have our market in our price in a very strong resistant level, and our indication of sell actually indicate. If you actually check our STC, it was very strong in the overbought position, actually heading down on the market. This is another great entry. Let's actually check this out real quick. All right, we are going for short here. Always, like I said, always make sure that you're taking your stop loss above the signal indication, above your sell signal, and of course let's actually times 2 our take profit. All right, as you can see over here, we actually doubled, we actually triple our take profit here. So let's see guys if there's going to be another good one. Okay guys, a perfect one that we actually hit our take profit right here. So guys, this is actually a very great scalping strategy. All right, I've actually tried this multiple times last week and even this week, and it was a very powerful strategy guys. If you actually follow all the guidelines I lay down here, make sure that all the settings of the indicator, you get it right. All right, make sure that you actually use the custom setting I actually mentioned here, and make sure that you're doing this on 15 minutes. Do not do this below 15 minutes. All right, you can actually try this out with 5 minutes, but please do not do it below 5 minutes or 15 minutes. I am actually testing this out on 15 minutes. It works great too with 5 minutes, but do not do it below 5 minutes. All right, always make sure that you're doing it around 5 minutes or 15 minutes, and then of course make sure that all the settings I actually mentioned here, you put them in a consideration. Make sure all the settings is right, and of course this is definitely going to be a very powerful strategy. Make sure that you're always putting in your take profit and stop loss, and always, like I said, always make sure that you're checking your chart time to time to see when to pull out of the trade. Is very important. So guys, this is where I'm going to stop on today's video. Again, I hope you liked the video. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, because this is the only channel that will be showing you a very great strategy in a different way on how to become a trader, especially if you don't want to spend your much time analyzing the market. All right, so make sure you actually subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on the next upload. Now next video will be another banger video showing you how to actually perfectly use this strategy again on the next video. I love you guys, and I'll see you on another video.